My party peeps. I said my VIP party peeps. I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back with the jump off. What's really going on, y'all? You know it's been a minute. You know it's been a minute. But at the same time, you already know that your girl, she might have been absent. She might not been present. Present is absent, absent is present. But she's still around. Okay. You already know. Yatu Sabe. Okay. What is going on, y'all? It's your girl Taina B here, and welcome to my chat party. What is really good, you guys? I just felt compelled just to hop on for a little bit. Not a lot of it, but a little bit. To say what's up, to say that you guys have been on my mind, to say that I miss y'all, to say that I still appreciate the support of you guys who are still sticking around and not unsubscribing and disappearing from the VIP party and being patient through it all while I figure some things out, while I allow my life to life and be a wife and a mom and a worker and just everything else in between that I have going on. I appreciate y'all so much for that. Always showing love, always being here. I just hope and pray that this recording will find you well and find you in good spirits and all the things. I hope that your year is going well. I'm like, yo, how in the world are we already pretty much approaching mid February? I'm like, yo, we just got here. Crazy time is ridiculously flying. Okay. At the same time, I feel like with time flying, there's so much that's been going on in the world in this short amount of time that I was like, oh, I know my folks have seen it. So maybe I should hop on and mention it, not get too deep. Not get too deep, right? Because with a little page that I do have, and I'm grateful for it, I don't need it canceled in any way, shape, or form. And I've seen bigger platforms run into bigger issues with celebrities for speaking on things and all of that. And I ain't scared. But as I ain't scared, old school throwback word, never been. But as I try to move a little wisely, I try to do, you know what I'm saying, what kind of works for me kind of a thing. And I'm just more of a reality TV girl, all right? But that don't mean that I don't be talking about it and see what I see. So I'm just like, we have entered into a 2026 Twilight zone with all the things taking place. And y'all know we have. You already know my dance floor is wide open. Okay, a little rusty and dusty. Let's get it going. Let's get some two steps. Y'all gotta hit me with what you've been seeing and what you think, or if you'll feel anything about what it is that I have to say. Because I'm like, I wouldn't know where to start from the Evelyn Lozada, the game, and her daughter of it all, to something as recent as this weekend, the Cardi B, the Stephon Diggs, and the Super Bowl with the mini side chicks of it all and the babies of it all, to the whole Super Bowl performance and y'all president getting on here and saying what he said of it all. I mean, like, where do we start? Where do we begin? My gosh, there's so much that we could say, right? To the Epstein files of it all, to the Lizzo defending Jay Z of it all, everything. But I'm like, nah, I ain't even want to do it. We do what we do best, and what we do is Bravo. Okay, Bravo. We about that Bravo life. All right. Shout out to Andy Cohen and the Bravo people and the Bravo production, even when they're shady sometimes. But I just wanted to let you guys know also, in the midst of it all, again, just with the recording wise, I've been laying a little low because, as I've explained in my life, like, there's not really anything that has sparked my interest or compelled me to want to record any of the shows. I have not seen any of these shows. With the exception, I will say I did end up watching part one, two, and three of the Salt Lake reunion. And I think that's because I was snowed in. And I'm like, people have said that this season was good, so I kind of want to know why. Like, there's no way I'm going back and binge watching it. I wasn't that interested, but I'm like, let me see what the reunion was giving. And though I sat through it all, I'm just like, man, all I heard was a lot of hackling and cackling and yelling and talking over and loud and giving me a headache. Even notice Andy get up and have to walk away because they weren't listening to him. So yeah, y'all, maybe it could be that I didn't get into it as much also because I just wasn't a part of the season. That's fair to say. So I can't even say whether it was good or bad or not, but there wasn't any standout moment to me just in watching the reunion where I was like, oh yeah, this makes me want to go back. So Will I be watching moving forward? Most likely not, but I'm glad that they are doing their thing. I will say that it sounds like, you, the people, are enjoying it. If so, hop on the dance floor and let me know why. What's good about it? Is it something that I do need to go back and watch and prepare for the next season and then review for the next season? So I'm telling y'all right now, that at least it seemed like she might be off the chain. Could be wrong. And again, not the most fair assessment. You know what I mean? But she seemed like she a piece of work. I don't know what Meredith is giving. Meredith might be giving low key. I know they go hand in hand together. She might be giving a little low key with it too. Like you probably over there working people's nerves for real, but I don't know, you guys. I couldn't get into it. Potomac still have not touched that with a 10-foot pole. What's going on there? Yeah, so I did see, however, a clip, and it might have been on YouTube. I think it was literally like a 5-minute clip of Karen having been released and returning home to reunite with her family. Um, but that was it. So have they incorporated her back into the show? Is the show still going on? Has the season ended? I haven't heard anything about any reunions. Beverly Hills. Don't know what's going on with that besides a news flash kind of or news article that came across my screen literally yesterday about Bose buying her daughter a Maserati of some sort. Shout out to that because seems like her daughter was definitely that deal and is a great kid, and is deserving. And I feel like, listen, if you're a parent and you can provide that and that's what you want to do, then go on and do it then. Okay. But will say too, when I watched that season, Bose was not my favorite person. And with my boo Garcelle being gone, what else is there to say? What else is there to give? And the way that they did my girl, So I'm not watching that either. Y'all have to keep me posted though and let me know if I've been missing out on anything. I don't feel like I have any FOMO at all, but I could totally be wrong. What I will say, but and however, to the Bravo world, that will be a yes, God, for me is absolutely the ultimate girls trip that will be airing whenever it airs at some point this year. I'm sure you guys have seen that too. And let me just disclaim, I'm not bringing y'all any like fresh piping hot news, right? All my stuff is old. It's just stuff that I've heard and I wanted to share with you guys to acknowledge that I've heard it too. But I'm definitely looking forward to that because I have to say I stand corrected as it relates to even my live when I had doubts about Nene being able to return because of what she's gone through with Andy, and just seems like it would be bad blood there, right? But shoot, I guess when it's time to make a dollar and make a buck, and your Atlanta struggled the way that it did, Andy was like, "Yo, we gotta put that aside. We gotta make business do what it do," and that was absolutely a smart executive move for sure. Because Nene is just that girl, hate her or love her, like her or not. She brings what she brings, and we definitely have noticed that missing for sure. And so I think that'd be a great way for her to come back into the scene. Maybe that'll open up the doors for her to kind of move her way and integrate back into the Real Housewives of Atlanta, that'd be great. Now that is when I'll start watching again. Should and if they bring Nene back for sure, that would be really really good. I know she had posted some video just kind of expressing her thoughts on her return, and I'm sure she was excited. I didn't watch it, but definitely heard about it. So congratulations to her on that. Like Nene definitely gives. Okay, she gives what the girl should have gave. All right, and so I'm looking forward to that. I heard that in the lineup they will also have my girl Teresa Tree, Teresa Giudice. Okay, Teresa, what y'all call it? Teresa Judice, Teresa G, whatever you want to say. Y'all know she is my absolute favorite housewife of all time. Dispute me all you want. Come for my head, come for my throat, come for all parts of me. I stand where I stand with it. That's it. That's all. I ain't changing my mind. I ain't changed my mind after all these seasons from season one, and I ain't gonna do it. Okay, call her boneheaded, call her evil, call her whatever you want to call her. That's my girl. Okay, and I disagree, and I will go up for her. Now, have I always agreed with everything that she's done? No, and I've definitely expressed that in prior videos. I'm not the person that's going to condone bad behavior, but that still don't mean I don't fool with you. I don't like you. And this is what you give for TV. And I love it. And I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? You want to call her TV's villain? Hey, she's made it work, right? And she's made it work for all those seasons. So I'm really excited to see her be a part of that. And I also feel like just when she was on a prior Ultimate Girls Trip, I loved how she shined through that. I think that she brought a nice more relaxed side to her, which I'm sure I personally feel like that's really who and what she is at the end of the day when the cameras aren't rolling. And I think that's because she didn't have to be around the other ladies. I've expressed this before too. I felt like her relationship with Melissa was so much more enjoyable to watch. And that's what they should have been, even on, their franchise, and that's what they should have been even moving forward in relationships. But again, we don't get to see a lot of the behind the scenes things that take place in families and the need sometimes to really separate. But hopefully they're doing okay. I know there was like a little Bravo talk, and I saw where they had taken some pictures at BravoCon, with one another. Melissa didn't look too thrilled in the photos, but however, hopefully they're working out the kinks, and maybe just not being on the show is what's really going to help that relationship. And I will say that if it's a thing where they should never film together again for the sake of saving their family relationship, then I'm all about that for sure. But definitely looking forward to seeing her. And it doesn't look like Melissa will be on there. So I think that would be a good thing. But at the same time, like I said, with them being together before, they did really well. So I wouldn't be so mad about it. I know that Vicky Gunvalson is supposed to be a part of that. That was always my favorite OG from from Orange County before she had left. I know she's come back and made a couple of cameos. I know she's very controversial as well for the folks. I'm telling y'all, I go for the for the ones that just cause the most problems. I just love it. I don't know, maybe I love the problem children. I don't know. But um who else? Portia and Giselle are supposed to be a part of the cast. I did not like them together when they were on the prior girls trip. I just feel like they feed off of the nonsense with one another, and they're not my favorite people anyway. Y'all have to let me know how Giselle, has been in Potomac this season. Maybe she's gotten better. I don't know. And Portia, I've told you guys before as well. I absolutely adored her initially in the beginning when she first joined the Atlanta cast and hopped on the scene. I just thought she was just like a fresh little warm donut out the pack. Just so delicious, so sweet, so warm, so lovable. And then things took off. And initially it was good, right? I'm all about people finding themselves and their footing and their voice and becoming strong and all the things, but she drifted off into no man's land somehow, some way, and mean girl land and all of that. And I just have not been feeling her since then. Okay. So that's that. But we'll see. And whoever else is on there, Kyle Richards. I believe Kyle is on there because I saw some type of quick article too that had referenced the fact that she was just like losing her mind, like with the filming. Like it's just that crazy. So I'm excited, y'all. So I will definitely be reviewing that. So please join me. Stay tuned for that in our Bravo world. As I mentioned to you guys before, even though switching over to Lifetime right quick, or maybe Peacock now, I will be still waiting for Married at First Sight season 20 to air. I still have not seen a release date. You guys can let me know if you've seen something to the contrary. And I think that's it, y'all. Really, I wish the Bravo world would give me more, but it's just not doing it for me right now. So it's nothing I can do, y'all. My hands are tied. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, too, even with Married to Medicine, I stopped watching that as well because I just felt like it got too crazy. It got way too mean girlish, and I just wasn't about that life. And I'm like, why am I going to sit and subject my spirit, myself, to things that just don't make me feel good, to things that piss me off in real life? Because I'm like, y'all can't be for real. The goalpost is always moving, as our girl Candace would say. Just the mean spirits and this. I'm just not with it. The clicks, sticking up for that one, even though that don't make no sense why you sticking up for her, but not sticking up for that one when you should. I was like, yeah, no. But and however, I will say that I did hear apparently that King and Quad had broken up. Also heard that Dr. Heavenly has chimed in about him being an opportunist or whatever the case. I'm not going to say that I'm surprised that they broke up because I did get to a point where I kind of questioned that. Like, did she bring him on just for TV? And what really are his intentions at the end of the day, right? When you live in that world of Bravo celebritydom or celebrity, whatever, like you really do have to look out for people latching onto you and what their true intent is at the end of the day. Like you really have to have a discerning spirit or really follow your intuition. So I don't know what that was about, but I just figured it wasn't something that was going to work out too well. And I also kind of felt like, y'all, no lie, and don't get on me for this, but get on me for this. And when I heard it, I kind of was like, Quad, that's what you kind of get a little bit. only to the fact of not just in, she deserves it as a person in general, but I'm just speaking to that one season. Was it the prior season maybe where they were all together on that couples trip and she ended up bringing King? What were they? Maybe in Key West, Florida? I can't remember. And then they had that evening where, was it Dr. Heavenly hosting and somebody else? And I just feel like just Quad was just doing so much. Like she was poking the bear. She kept having these sidebar comments. She wanted to flaunt King so hard, right? And she had a right to do that, right? Flaunt her new man. I get all that, but there's a way you got to play that, honey. There's a way you got to go about that ever so gently, ever so gracefully, but still making it known what it is. And I just felt like she took that way to the extreme and then got upset when Dr. G and Sweet Tea responded. And then same thing with the whole beach scene. And I know that was a whole big controversial thing amongst the fans. Most people, majority feeling like Dr. G was wrong. I just didn't see it that way. And I'm not saying Dr. G is a saint, but guess what, y'all? I'm also feeling like I want to say I never thought Quad was a saint either. So either way, or I just felt like they did too much on that trip to where I don't know. I just feel like when your intentions aren't good and you act up in such a manner, like you're going to pay for that at some point in time later. Like I don't think she needed to do anything except for be. Your man is there. Your man is looking better than your last man or whatever. Even though I personally feel like for the most part, Dr. G is aging pretty nicely. And I'm just talking about physical, for his age. I know he was, a man of a particular age. And so I just feel like, girl, again, some things that's understood just don't need to be said. And I wish she wouldn't have gone out the way that she did, in my opinion. Like I said, most would disagree, but I had a feeling somehow it was going to catch up to her. Like I felt like she just kept flaunting him way too much and too hard, and she lost the point of it all, which is just enjoying her relationship and being in love and not worrying about what's going on over there. Y'all could say she wasn't, but she was. Whether it was still her bitter emotions for what she's been through with Dr. G that were seeping through or not, something was still connecting her that way. And I just wish she wouldn't have given him any energy. So, either way, or y'all, it's all good. It's life. We move on. Better yet, her to see who and what he is, then it get real deep and real late in the game. It's unfortunate that she still does not have the baby that she was hoping for, but everything happens for a reason. Probably because that's somebody that she didn't need to be connected to. But I still wish her the best and much success in finding that special one and having her baby and really, truly, genuinely being happy and treated the way that she should be treated, y'all. But either way, or y'all, I've got to roll out. I just wanted to show my face. I just wanted to let you guys know that I miss y'all. I just want y'all to know that I'm waiting until the perfect opportunity to hop on here and do my thing. Okay. Oh, also, have to throw in. I know y'all heard Wendy Williams is coming back to TV. I know y'all heard Wendy Williams is coming back to TV. I said, I know y'all heard. Y'all heard that Wendy Williams is coming back to TV, and I couldn't be more thrilled, more excited for her. I'm sure she's another controversial talking point, right? You either hate her or love her. I'm on the end of loving her because I love what she's created as a legend. I love that she's always stood in truth, whether you liked it or not, and it's always been herself. And I hated the fact that this situation kind of came for her to bring her down, to shut her down. But she rose like a phoenix, y'all. Like, and she's back. I'm so excited. I cannot wait until she just makes her return in that way, in that regard. That's another thing that really was missing. I feel like you can't imitate or duplicate or replace someone so legendary. You just can't. No matter how much you do your thing, and we know there's women out there doing their thing in the talk show world and all of that. And this is, not to compare them, but Wendy is just something else in her own right, in her own lane, in her own regard, a whole beast in these streets. And I kind of am mad that we've missed all her commentary for all the things that have gone on up until this point. But something tells me she won't make up for that. You know what I mean? And I definitely look forward to it. I hate to hear that she lost her dad, but am glad that she did get to spend a little bit of time with him before he passed, because I remember that was a big point of contention for her with this whole conservatorship and her not being able to see him and all of that, which is just Wild. So shout out to Wendy for making it on top. I know she's going to be stronger, bigger, better than ever. I look forward to that for sure. And one more thing, y'all. Then I'm going for, oh my gosh, I was supposed to be going. I got things I got to do and I'm running over now. But I've been on my nostalgic TV kind of vibe for a minute. So really that's what I've been watching a whole lot. But and however, when I tell y'all, my husband put me on a few days ago and I've been binge watching and been already in season two. And I think that's where it ends is season two for now. I guess maybe until more comes. I'm not done yet. 61st Street. My God, on today, I tell you, if you need a good watch in your life, I'm talking about something that will nourish your soul. Your soul will cry. Your soul will be excited. Your soul will cheer. Your soul will be nervous. Your soul will wonder what is around the corner. What's the next twist and turn? What's going to happen? Your soul will be angry. Your soul will be all the things. Your soul will get on the fields. Y'all have got to check out 61st Street if you haven't. And if you have, please let me know what you think. Please let me know I'm not crazy and I'm not doing the most when I say that joint is a whole entire vibe. It is streaming on Netflix. But if you don't have Netflix, it's on Tubi as well, which is great because Tubi is free. So you can download that, y'all. If y'all never download anything, I'm telling you, download and watch 61st Street. It is well worth it. Courtney B. Vance, oh my gosh. I know he's been around for forever. I know he's a legend in his own right. But when I tell you, I don't know if I just have a greater appreciation now that I'm older for artistry and really paying attention to what people bring to the screen. But when I tell you that man murks that character like nobody's business, I am adoring him. I'm like, yo, he's just as dope as his absolutely stunningly beautiful, talented wife, Angela V. Bassett. So y'all definitely check it out. Let me know. Let me know. Okay. But I got to go, y'all. I've blown my time. I'm definitely paying myself. I'm running late for something else. But you guys mean everything to me. I'm sending y'all all social hugs. I hope, like I said, this video finds you in good spirits. And if it doesn't, I pray that I've said something to put a little smile on your face, even if it's just showing up. And I meant to do this in the beginning, but shout out to my party peeps who held it down for me in threes on my live, just the three of them. My boy, the original party king, Spence, was good. Pap, always showing love and support. And Sandy Jean, baby, girl, girlfriend, you already know what it is. I hope you guys are really all good and doing well. And I just look forward to your continued support. Hopefully, that you still have to give it to offer. Okay. And so until I get back and get to hit record this button again, y'all know what to do in the meantime. Y'all stay up, y'all stay blessed, and I'm out. Peace.